Hello everyone, thanks for watching. I'm happy to say that people have actually been asking me, hey, when you going to do another video? I really liked your last one. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited that people are enjoying what I have to say. And I just want to say, please feel free, if you're on my site, to share your thoughts and ideas about what I speak about. I'm not calling myself an expert, and I'm certainly open to learn. So the last video I did, I was talking about success and basically what it means to be successful. This time I kind of want to go into detail a little bit and speak specifically about measuring success. There's several different ways you can measure success. Most people either just use tangibles or intangibles. And to put that in the layman's terms, tangibles are basically what was your accomplishment in some sort of way that you can actually quantify it. So did you get an A on the test, or did you get a B? Did you get a raise because of your hard work? Did you earn $1,000 based on the work that you did? So those are all tangible means. You can actually count those. You can measure them. Then some people say they prefer the intangible means to measure success. Well, did you make a difference? Were you impactful to your environment, to your world? How effective were you? Did you help people along the way? Did you provide good service? And sometimes you can't always measure those, except that you know how you feel or the feedback that people give you from the things that you do. So it might not be quantifiable, but certainly you know it when you're doing it right. I personally like both measures. Sometimes when I used to go to Marine Corps schools, for instance, my goal was to always make a 97 GPA. I tried never to make less than a 97 GPA. That did two things for me. One is, if things were easy, I'm trying to train my new dog, and I'm hoping to learn how to be successful in that. But back to my goals. If I got a 97, I knew that I concentrated on the test enough, and I did the right amount of studying for what I needed to accomplish. But if it was going to be an extremely difficult test, I studied more because I knew that I wanted to get that 97 grade point average. If it was not going to be a difficult test, sometimes it's easy to say, well, I'm not going to study that hard. But because I had that goal to get a 97, I would still study, maybe not as hard as I would for a more difficult test, but I would still study pretty hard to make sure I reach my goal of a 97. So the tangible goal actually helped me a lot. And I love tangible goals. But then there's other times I like intangible goals. Now, for intangible goals, for me would be like being a Marine Master Sergeant. Was I able to effectively help young Marines? Now, sometimes I was helping them get promoted. Sometimes I was just helping them deal with emotional problems. Sometimes I was just being there to listen to them. And I didn't always get a measurable results. Sometimes, years later, guys would come up and tell me, Master Sergeant, something that you said to me really helped me. Well, at the time, I didn't even know whether I'd helped them or not. I just knew it was the right thing to say or to do for them. But that intangible goal was still accomplished, because later on I found out, yes, I was successful. I think you should use a combination of both. And what I mean by that is, I've been to restaurants where their goal is to be the best service providers, and their other goal is to give good portions to their patrons, and good food and good portions. And they certainly did that. Sometimes they did it too well. Their portions were too large, or their pricing was too low, and their customers benefited from it. But then at the end of the day, the company couldn't make enough money to stay in business. And for me, I would rather spend a couple more dollars knowing that that restaurant was going to be there when I wanted to come again, than have that restaurant go out of business. So that certainly sometimes happens. But likewise, if a restaurant is just strictly about the money and how many people can they get in the seats and how fast can they serve you and get you out of there, you might feel rushed, or you might not feel like your service was good, or maybe you didn't get a chance to enjoy your food. Some cultures, part of enjoying a good meal is to actually sit down and just eat that meal very slowly and sit down for a long time afterwards. So you have to know how your patrons view your goals and whether or not you're going to be successful or not. So I think a combination of the two is probably the best mix. Have goals that are lofty, idealized goals that maybe to be the best person in your industry, give the best service, support your customers the best, but also have some tangible goals. How much money do you want to make? How many new customers would you like to gather? And I think that'll really help you. Finally, I just want to give a couple shout outs. About 5-minute video. Hope you like it. Pamela Murphy with Empower Network. Troy Mitchell with multiple successful network marketing organizations. Tim Beecham with 4th Generation Communications. Tanya Wilder Smith with Arbonne. Everett Wilson with Amway. And I have lots of friends. Eunice Smith with Ignite. I'm with Ignite. I'm also with MCA. I have another good friend who actually got me into MCA. So these are all very good organizations. So find the organization that's the right niche for you. And if you really want to know about success, I have the perfect book. It looks backwards to me, but it's The Compound Effect, and it's by Darren Hardy. And this book will do 2 things for you. It will not only help you measure how successful you are in intangible means and give you a way to track that, but it will also help you develop your goals so that the tangibles and the intangibles are met. Again, I'm Martin Harkless. I'm a professional network marketer, and I'm a successful Marine, successful dad, and I've just been successful in many things that I do, so I hope that some of my advice can help you be successful. Thank you.